caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the crossfire.
What's up, everybody? I've been out here since 9 o'clock, 9:30 this morning, and we had one hell of a fucking storm today, and it was pretty fucking awesome. Right now it's about 1 o'clock on the dot, and I did do some work on the car. I went ahead and sand down all the Bondo that we did yesterday, and I did do a light spray on the car. Nothing major, just a light spray so you could still see all the spots where we sanded and everything else. I'm not rushing on this car, so I'm going to do a couple more coats to it, and then I'm going to come back in and do a light sanding and clean it all off, and then do my clear coat, and do that. So I'm going to show you guys what I did today. So as you can see, where it was all bondoed in this yesterday, those holes that were there are no longer there. Let's see. That dent that used to be right here is no longer there. It's gone. It's smoothed out. It's awesome. As for all the little holes that were on the side of the car and in the door for some reason, all of it's gone. It's all smoothed out. It like it was never there. Same for back here. Those holes where the old spoiler was at, those are gone. They're all smoothed out. These ones are for the new one that I have. For the antenna, gone. No longer there. So we did a pretty good job on the Bondo. Same over here. All of the holes, gone. Even that big ass hole that was right there, we still got to do a little bit more work on that. That's fine. And then for the big dents that were in the top of the car, this one's smooth with the car now. And same with those ones over there. So the whole car is now officially smooth, and all the holes that I wanted it to be gone are officially gone. So I'm happy now. Now I could just go back in and paint it all down and sand it down one more time, and then do my clear coat, and it will look as shiny as this right here, and smooth, and it looks like it's brand new. It looks like it was from a car dealership. So for you fuckers out there that wants a dog on me because I'm using spray paint, screw you. Because I ain't spending fucking thousands of dollars for a fucking paint job when I can do it myself for like fucking $50. Screw that shit. So you guys can fucking hate all you want. You just gotta know how to use fucking spray paint. So anyways, I just really wanted to get that off my chest. So like I said, all the holes are gone. Everything is smoothed out. So I'm happy. And then, like I said, I'm going to keep spraying it down little by little, and then go back in, sand it down, just a light sanding, and then do my clear coat. And then my next big project is the engine and the headers and everything else and blah blah blah, and the turbo, and yes, the whole 9 yards. So this is my big next step, is this part right here. As for the inside of the car, pretty much everything is done that I want to do to it. So I still got to mount that radio and still got to paint the background of that. I still got to put that other side panel on, which one of them's in there already done. And there's my spoiler. I had to shove it down in, or shove it in the car because, you know, I'm spraying and shit. And my Deadpool seat, hell yeah. And put the other one over there. Actually, I think I have a Batman one for that one, so it'll be a Batman and Deadpool. Don't ask me why I'm doing that, I'm just doing it. Oh, and also my headlight. So my headlight is all painted and it's all done. I just gotta use my buddy's heating gun to heat it up and press it back together and then seal it shut, and then I can go ahead and either cover that up or take it inside so it doesn't get any after spray or anything, and then put it back in the car as soon as I'm done painting. And then underneath this is my hood. That's all smooth out, shiny as hell. So, like I said, I know what the hell I'm doing. Just because other people spray paint their cars and don't do a great job doesn't mean people like me know what the hell what the hell we're doing or not doing. So anyways, I'm sorry. I'm just really, really annoyed with that. It's like people dogging on people because they're using spray paint, but yet we do a goddamn good job about it, and it's like, oh, what kind of paint did you use? Just irritating. Anyways, so this is all I did for today. It's kind of chilly out, so I'm gonna go inside and chill for the rest of the day before I have to go to work for 4. So anyways, peace out everybody. I hope you enjoy the video. Other than that, yeah, share, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. The whole 9 yards shit. And if you don't like me, don't care, because you're not hurting my feelings. Anyways, peace. So, I'm not done. I was trying to go back inside after I stopped the video, but this is what I'm talking about the rain. It's ridiculous. It's coming down like cats and dogs. Just listen to that storm. So, wow. Woo! Damn. So anyways, in the meanwhile, or in the meantime, I went ahead and cut a slit so I can open my door and get in it. I took my start button out and disconnect everything and my stereo and whatnot, and I put that back in yesterday to get my car back in the garage. Now I gotta make sure I can close this all the way. There we go. And then I'll just tape it back up. So, I did say that I was going to make a video on how these headlights work. On how I wired all this and made it where my high and low beams come on. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that video since I'm stuck in the garage. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do this. This wiring, though, is not coming out of the car, so I'm going to have to make some new little harnesses so that way I can show you guys how they work. Like I said, the blue is my low beams, and of course this one's my high beams. I can hook up my LED lights, and I can hook up my light bars. Light bars, LED lights. LED lights, light bars. Down here. Light bars, light bar, LEDs. Simple as that. Same as on this side. You got your light bar connections, and you got your LED connections. Same as over here. You got your light bar and your LEDs. So here's my headlight 1 and headlight 2. Now these have my LED fans lights in these ones. So it has those two connections right there, which everybody can probably see. Sorry for the storm. So here's my toggle switch, and I will explain this in a second as soon as I get it untangled here. I wish I had an actual table. Oh wait, I do. Hang on. Ta-da! Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta! There. Everything's on the table. Now I can probably show you guys how to hook up your own light system for a vehicle, you know, day-to-day drive, or for a side-by-side with LEDs. Light bars. I can definitely show you how I did this. So I'm going to explain the toggle switches real fast. As everybody knows, this is in my car. This is where my start button is. This is where my light bar is at. This is where my radio is connected. This is my low beams and high beams, and of course that little hole right there is a light, which is blue, that tells me my high beams are on. Now, behind the toggle switch, this red cord right here is power, constant power, that goes to a fuse, and then it gets connected into another connector that I have already in the car, but I'm going to use all of this and the battery for a tester. So this will be connected to the battery. This, I'm going to show you what this is for. So I got battery connected, jumping, connecting into the second switch. This orange one will be my high beams. The green one is the blue light, which is right here. It's just a blue LED strip. I just took one of the lights and stuck it right in that hole and taped it down. I ain't too shabby about it, whatever. And of course the ground is connected to the ground that connects into the toggle switches, or into the relays, which I do have. Nice clean relays, and I have 5 of them. So I'm going to show you how these relays makes all of this work. So I'm going to put you down so that way I can have a better angle. So this is how you get your high beams and low beams to work on a toggle switches, which everybody should know. This is in my car. This is my light bar, my start button, my radio, my low beams, high beams, and when my high beams come on, a little blue light comes on. I'm going to show you guys how I did that real fast before I have to get to work. Now, I got a power to the top of these switches, which is on. This one is my second switch to my high beams. It bridges over to the first switch. This red cord connects to the toggle, or to the relays, and into a fuse box, which is right here. And then the end of this connects to the battery. As for your relays, as for your relays, Jesus. So what we're going to do is, everybody, so we're going to get your red cord, okay? And you want this red cord to be plugged into, let's see if I can get this straight. Okay, so you need this red cord to be plugged into prong number 30 on relay 1. So that's plugged. For your ground, you can see I got a little bridge off the main ground. You want to plug this one into relay number 1 into prong 86. So we're going to plug, Jesus. Plug that in. Then take the other plug and plug it into 86 on the second relay. So that's plugged. So you should have something like this. And matter of fact, I think I'm doing it backwards. So we're going to plug red one on prong 30 on relay 1, which was relay 2. So now it's relay 1. So you're going to switch this around because I got this backwards already. Sorry. There we go. So now it should look like this. This would be relay 1, this would be relay 2. As you can see, it got your ground into 85 on relay 1 and power on prong 30 on relay 1. And then the ground is bridged to relay 2 on prong 85. Okay? Now, for my toggle switches, I have an orange and of course the green wire to the blue LED light. This orange wire will be connected to relay 2 to prong 86. So that would get connected right there. Okay? For the other switch, which is the blue one, for switch number 1, this one will get connected to relay 1 to prong 86. Just like that. And to get power from relay 1 to relay 2, you need to have a little wire like this and connect the first one to 87 to the first relay, and then take that end and connect it to 30 on relay 2. So you should have some kind of like that. Now I have a purple wire, which is my low beams, and that will get connected to relay 2 on 87A, which is in the middle. So that's connected. And then I have a yellow wire that is my high beams, and that will get connected to relay 2 on prong 87. Just like that. Let's see if I can get you guys a little closer. But just like that. That's how all of it's connected. Now, in theory, this should come on, and my high beams should come on, and my low beams should come on. So we are going to test it on the light and get my relays back there and try to get my toggle switches into view. Hook up the ground to the battery. So the ground is hooked up to the battery. And now take the positive, which is the fuse box to all of this, and connect it to the battery. Now when I flip this switch, my low beam should come on. There's my low beams. Sorry for the battery. There's my low beams. Now when I flip this switch, my high beams should come on when I touch the negative. So my high beams are now on. There's my high beams, and there's that blue little dot, that blue light that will come on saying that my high beams are on. Now I should be able to, let's see if I can hold this a little bit different, or do a little something a little bit different. There, so I extended my ground a little bit better, whatever. So when I touch the positive to the positive on the battery and flip this switch, my low beam should come on. There's my low beams. There's my high beams. As you see, my low beams went off as soon as my high beams went on. And my low beams are still on the switch. High beams off, low beams automatically stay on. Then if I want to completely turn it off, I just shut it off. And you can do that with LED lights. You can do it with light bars and everything else. You can do it for a car, you can do it for a side-by-side or anything like that, even for race cars. All it is just power to the relays, and the relays shut off and on depends on what switch is on or off. That's what gives you power to your brights and low beams, or high and low beams. I hope I'm getting that right. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a car guy. I just figure out things and do all this on my own, and I'm pretty good at it. So there's your low and high beams. That's how you use the relays to get your low and high beams. Now, all of this will be connected into my car, and I will show you guys how all that is connected, since the wiring for the car is already in here. As you can see, I have where my LED lights hook up and where my light bars hook up. So I already got everything already run through the car on both sides. So it's got everything already in the car. So when I open this door, come in here, put everything back. This little red wire connects to that fuse box that everybody's seen, okay? This is to the battery. This one right here is my high beams. So this is my high beams. This one will be my low beams. So those will get connected into the yellow and the purple, okay? And as for the ground, I ground it right there, where that nut and bolt is at. I grounded it right there, and it still works. And then of course I put all my other stuff back on, my other toggle switch for my light bar, my start button, and everything else. And then sooner or later, I will be installing one of these. So I will show you guys how all this is connected and how it works for your RPMs. So yeah, there's my radio and everything. Still gotta put all this stuff back in the car, but other than that, I hope you guys enjoy your day. I am done for today, and I am going to go ahead and go get my stuff ready for work, because it's work time now. So just so everybody knows, that's how I get my high and low beams to work. Just like that, simple, very easy. For the relays, I mean, it was kind of a little difficult to figure out what would come on, blah blah blah, because I'm not blah. But No, I take all that shit back. Actually, that was very fucking easy. So, for anybody out there who's having issues on trying to figure out how the hell to get your toggle switches to work for your lights and your relays and blah blah blah, there you go. Other than that, peace out. I'm done for today. Adios.